What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. In this video, we're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, but we're specifically talking to Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. You know, it's so much that I have to say about Karen Huger. I'm going to break down in this video, and I really want you guys to, like, first and foremost, let me just say this. Just hear me out, okay? That's what I want y'all to do. Just like look at this video with an open mind, okay? I know y'all love y'all sell some Kern. I know we love Kern. I know Kern comes off as a nice lady. She's older, she's astute, she looks regal, you know. She comes across as unbothered, you know, all of that type of stuff, yeah, all of that in the bag of chips, yeah. But there's a big issue here that we've all been, well, not me, but y'all have been ignoring because Karen is Karen, okay? And the main thing that's the issue here for me is her inability to hold her friends accountable and to be on the right side of right. If y'all don't know anything about me, I cannot stand a bitch who like when two people are, giving their sides, there's always that one person who says, I can see both sides. Of course you can fucking see both sides. There's two fucking sides. Duh. Well, I cannot stand a person who always says, I can see both sides. I could see both sides. I could see both, both opinions. I can understand both. Like, we understand that we're fucking human. We understand the duality of different thoughts and opinions. We don't need you pussy popping on a fence, okay? This is the time when we should be picking a side of right. Okay? So my issue with Karen is she is a silent bystander to the bullshit that goes on in this group when it doesn't have anything to do with her. And it's not to say that Karen has to stand up for anybody. It's not to say that Karen has to put on a cape for everybody. It's not to say that. But in my opinion, if you want to call yourself the matriarch of the group, the mama of the group, the grand dame of the group, I expect you to rise to that occasion. I expect you to call people out when they need to be called out. I expect you to do the right things, and you don't do that. You don't. You sit idly and watch people disrespect, demean Wendy, Candace, and you do nothing. You might say a little thing here and there, but overall, you're completely complicit in all of this. And I know y'all are saying, well, it's not her responsibility. I understand that, but I'm saying that if you want to be the matriarch of the group and be touted as like the center, where everybody, looks up to you as some type of mother individual, then I believe then at that point that you should be calling people out on what the fuck they do that was wrong. And my thing is this: when people have came at Karen, people stood up for Karen. Candace stood up for Karen. Monique stood up for Karen. But Karen necessarily didn't stand up for anybody. She sits idly by and watch people get attacked. And then what happened after all of, after the whole thing with the, with the Wendy and Mia thing, for her to say, I understand both sides, you both were wrong, is a pot of bullshit. It really is. But y'all like her so much that y'all are not going to be open to what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck how much y'all like her at the end of the day. So let's put an example, okay? Because it's violence, okay? So suppose I walk up, right? I walk up on towards a corner, and I see this woman getting beaten up by a man. And I look, I don't do anything, and I just sit idly by, watch this woman getting abused. Does that not make me as worse as the person getting like the person that's abusing the woman? Because I sat there, did nothing, said nothing, and watched the abuse go on. And I didn't facilitate any type of accountability for the man who is sitting and beating up on, beating up on this woman. And that's exactly what I wanted Karen to do. Facilitate accountability for that man that threw that drink in Wendy's face. I want to see how the season plays out. Child, y'all, like Karen is just like the rest of these ladies. See, y'all think that Karen is above this shit, but she's not. Karen is on social media, talking all of this bullshit, saying like, it's so sad how bad the attack is going, on Candace. I guess they tried to formulate a storyline and it's not working out well. But Karen, you didn't say that in the scene. You're saying it after the fact. You're saying it after the fact, and I gave you enough space to feel like maybe she didn't know. But when we got to the table in Miami, and Ashley brought up the fact that Giselle or somebody at the table said that Chris was grabbing on somebody's butt, without any consent, that Chris was doing this and doing that. You were there. You literally came to the bus when Robin asked you what was said. You said nothing, but you sat there silently and laughed with the rest of this group as they made jokes about Chris Bassett sexually assaulting somebody. You didn't call it out then. You didn't say that. You didn't stand up and say that wasn't said. Like, where's that coming from? That wasn't said. None of that. You didn't say any of that. Wendy actually did. You sat there, you thought it was funny, and you laughed about it with the rest of the group. And that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all think that Karen is not a part of this, but I think that she's complicit in all of the bullshit that's going on, as long as it has nothing to do with her. As long as it ain't got nothing to do with her, she don't care. But when she's getting attacked, y'all remember, let's rewind back to, season 1 through 3, when she was wearing those thrift store wigs and, her face was altered in a completely different way. She didn't look like this lady that y'all see before us, Y'all know the woman who was touting about etiquette? Let's talk about it. She was getting attacked brutally, might I add, for the first, second, and third season. Her parents were dying. Ray was going through, tax issues and all of those different types of things. And Karen was a big victim. She wanted help. She cried. She did all of this. And we felt bad for her. Just for her to sit idly by while the other women are getting attacked, and she does nothing but laugh with the people who were attacking her back in season 1 through 3. And then what kills me the fucking most is that while Giselle is yelling in her face, pick a side, it's time to be a friend, it's time to be a friend to somebody. It's time to be a friend to somebody. She's going to look at Giselle and say, I'm trying to be a friend of your raggedy ass. Why are you trying to be friends to somebody who literally demeans your marriage, trolled you while your parents died, and all of this type of stuff, and not stand up and say, you know what, Mia, you're wrong. Now, I don't think Karen old ass needs to be hopping in no fights. Y'all, that's what y'all keep on saying. You wanted Karen to apprehend a fight. Y'all wanted Karen to jump into a fight that had nothing to do with her. No, duh. Of course we don't want that. Of course we don't want that. But what we want is, after all of that is said and done, for her to say, Mia, you were dead ass wrong. You should not have thrown that drink, and you started all of this, and that is not okay. That lady did not do anything to deserve that. She didn't do anything to deserve that. But she don't say anything. And then what kills me is that after all of this is going on, she sat and watched this girl throw a drink in this woman's face, at this, and then hit her in the face with a purse. At this point, Wendy is irate, and she's trying to get at Mia because she's dealt with all of this. And Karen is in the middle talking about, did I just get hit? Did I just get hit? Karen, ain't nobody motherfucking hit you. This is not a fucking time to joke. Let's throw a fucking drink in your fucking face and see how funny all of this shit arouse up to be. And I can understand, and like I said, I do not think that Karen should have apprehended a fight. She's an older woman. And that had nothing to do with her, understandable. But all I'm talking about is after the fact. After all of that was said and done, she did nothing to hold Mia accountable. And then, she went to say to Mia, she was wrong for talking about your husband and you were wrong for throwing a drink in her face. But listen, after, when she's actually in front of Wendy, Candace, and Ashley, in the preview for the next episode, right? She doesn't bring up that Wendy was wrong at all. Why didn't you say that to Wendy's face if you felt that she was wrong? Because you want to know why? Because you knew it was going to be some bullshit if you did say that to her face. Because she was defending herself. You knew you were going to be wrong. But see, in the heat of the moment, you want to pussy pop on a handstand on a fence and not pick a side. And I can't stand people like that. Because I believe you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. Might I add that, in my opinion, Karen is not that smart. When it comes to the whole dynamics of how this group works. Karen, you will always be a target for those other light-skinned bitches because they don't like you like that. They don't. Robin does not like you, which is why she brought Charisse to antagonize you all throughout the season. And Charisse does not like you. Giselle really doesn't like you like that. Y'all claim y'all have a frenemy relationship, but that's not the case. Be real. What you have between you and Giselle is the fact that if neither one of y'all has anything going on in the season and everything, all else fails, we can beef with each other and make the season, somewhat palatable so we don't get kicked off the show. That's what this frenemy really is. This frenemyship that they've developed. The fact that they are each other's safety nets for when they need a storyline. Giselle can attack Karen, and Karen can attack Giselle. And then they can move on to the next season. So of course, Karen don't want Giselle off the show. Because if Giselle gets off the show, who else would Karen have to beef with? Nobody. That's what this whole frenemy thing is about. It's about being a safety net to avoid losing your spot on the show. And the fact that Karen is fine with Giselle monopolizing the show and being a ringleader and bullying people really does rub me the wrong way. And I know y'all saying that, Karen is not down with it. Karen silently sits down and watches all of this happen. She sat there and watched Giselle make up a whole fucking lie about Chris Bassett, knowing that she was fucking lying because she was there just like all of us else were. And she know damn well nobody ever said that Chris was touching that woman's ass. She knows that, but she didn't correct it. No, she didn't call Giselle out. No, because she's fine with it until it's her. Now let us all say that Uncle, whoever the fuck the Black Bill Gates is, he was touching somebody's ass. Oh, she gonna flip out then. Oh, she gonna be on the side of right then, when it involves her. But when it involves these other two dark-skinned bitches, she don't give a fuck. Give me a second. Let me drink some water. And that's exactly what I'm saying. And then on top of that, we also have failed to, to realize that Karen threw it out there that it was somebody in the group. It was somebody in the group's husband who squeezed her so hard that they breasts almost touched her back, and she had to go consult with her pastor and everything else. And when they asked her, who was it? She says, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to save that for a later time if that person ever tries to come at me crazy. So you're going to weaponize your sexual assault or your sexual intimidation for a read? I don't understand. I don't understand how people don't see the bullshit that Karen be on. You call your woman, you call Wendy your friend, although you did try to get her kicked off the show behind the scenes and you said she wasn't a good fit. And I still want you to explain why the fuck you feel like Wendy isn't a fucking fit for the show and she doesn't fit the look. What the fuck is the look, Karen? What's the look? What's the look of the show? What's the look and how and why does Wendy not fit it? Actually, let me do something. Let me do you one better. Let me pull up the cast photo. Because just because you gotten cool with Wendy does not make me forget that you felt that she wasn't a good fit before before you got cool with her. So let's all look at the group photo and see why Wendy isn't a good fit. Okay, let's look. I want us to visually look at this photo and see why Wendy is not a good fit for the show. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. We're gonna zoom in, okay? We're gonna zoom in. Hold on, I want to see if I can get a better quality photo real quick before I do that. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's the website's photo that's that blurry. Okay, I see. Let me see if I can find a more, season 7. Let me look that up. Season 7. Be patient with me, y'all. Be patient. Sometimes my spirit leads me into different places and such. So I was not planning on showing like the cast photo. But I just want all of us to see, what's going on and really try to figure out why for us to figure out why she isn't a good part of the cast, like why she does not fit. Okay, here we go. This is way better. Yes, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Okay, this is a really nice photo, y'all. I will never forget to say that. All right. All right, so let me take the overlay off on the screen, please. Let me do that real quick, and then we could start. We can start the whole thing. All right, let me do that. Take the overlay off. Where's the okay? Here's the overlay. Cool. Okay, now let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. So here we have. I'm sorry. Let me zoom out, child. Because we too close. We too close to Mia's face. We can't be too close, child. We turning the salt to a pillar of salt, some shit. So let's look at this. Why is it that Wendy does not fit the look of the cast? How is that the case? Because to me, she looked like she fit just well. Can somebody point it out? But also point out what's different from Wendy from the rest of the cast. Now, we all know that, Candace is considered a dark-skinned woman, right? But Wendy is significantly darker. But to me, that's the only difference from her and the rest of the cast. So what separates her from the cast to where she does not fit the quote-unquote look? And you felt the need to go to the executives about that. What about her? Can y'all in the comments tell me? Because based on this, she looked like she fit right into me. If not, she looked better than a lot of these other hoes on the show. She looked better than Giselle, looked better than Robin, looked better than Mia, looked better than Ashley. Why does she not fit on the cast? Why does she not fit the look? I want to know. I have not forgot that. I have not forgotten that. And Karen still has not, to this day, has not answered that question as to what the fuck did she mean by that? Right? Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to get another battery for my mouse real quick. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm about to, let me just put on the background music real quick. Okay, give me 1 second. Be patient with me. We can get into all of this, but I just gotta, my mouse is acting crazy. All right, y'all. Back. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. All right. So, like I was saying, yeah, I think we want to know like because when it actually happened, Karen pussy popped up out of that question and never answered it. I want to know why she felt that Wendy did not fit the look of the group. Like, cause to me, Wendy's face card does not decline. Wendy is a bad bitch. Wendy bad. Like Wendy is fucking bad, bruh. She to me facially is top tier of the show. Like Wendy does it. Do you see the mug? Do you see the mug? Do you see the mug? The cheekbone, the skin, the lusciousness, the full lips, the jawline, the like the dimples. Like she fits to me. That's what I want to know. And she still to this day has not answered that question. And I find a big issue with that. So let me read y'all comments for a second. Jeremy Speaks TV, you should definitely mod up. What does that mean? What does mod up mean? Karen facial. I feel like facially, facially to me, I feel that Wendy and Candace look the best. And then I can give it to Robin, when she looks right. And then after that, I can go with Giselle and then Ashley and then Mia at the end. All the way over, all the way a couple miles down at the end of the line. Is Mia at the end of looks for the cast. But to me, I think Wendy and Candace are the best looking facially. Regardless if Wendy got her body, operated on or whatever, her body looked good. Wendy body looked good, and if she didn't tell anybody that she had any work done, I wouldn't have even thought that she had any work done. It looks very natural. It's very suitable for her size. It's suitable for her frame. All of that. So I think to me that's what I'm saying. So I just want to know why did Karen feel that Wendy did not fit the look of the cast? And that's something that to this day she still has not answered. And although her and Wendy are cool now, that shit always is in my mind. I'm up here like, yeah, you cool with her. You think she's a nice lady, but you don't think she should be on the show because she don't fit the look. So it makes me feel that regardless of whatever happens, you truthfully don't want her on the show, which is why you were so quiet when they were all attacking her like that. You didn't say anything. You saw Robin, Giselle, Mia, all attacking this woman and said nothing. Is it because you want her off the show too? You cool with her, but you'll find it. You'll be fine if she's off the show. But I just want you to know that if she gets off the show, Karen, and Karen, Candace is off the show, they're just gonna be attacking you again, stressing you out, having your wig slipping off your head like they were in the first 3 seasons. So I just want to know. And I still don't feel like we've gotten an answer. And it's something that I want her to answer. And I don't want one of those like roundabout answers where she's pussy popping around and she's trying to throw verbal trash at us. I want her to explain to me why she felt via what Giselle said that Wendy did not fit the look of the cast. And coincidentally, why she's so quiet, while Wendy has gotten a drink thrown in her face, hit in the face with a purse, demeaned and instigated and gaslit by Giselle and Robin, and she said nothing. She did nothing. She sat in her seat and if you kind of look, she was smiling when the drink was thrown, and then she got up. I still don't understand why Karen saying both Wendy and Mia was wrong when Freddy Krueger was wrong the whole time. And that's what I'm trying to that's the point that I'm trying to make is that she pussy pops on the fence and that's all she does. She never picks a side. That's all she does. She is a silent bystander and she's complicit to the bullshit and the colorism that's going on the show. And now because it's becoming so bad that the social media is talking about it, social media is talking about it that now all of a sudden she's trying to make it seem on her social media posts and Twitter posts that that she's against all of this bullying and that she's against what's going on, but she never calls it out. For example, after when Robin is literally yelling and like, going at Wendy crazy during the burn party or the burn session or whatever the fuck that was, she didn't say anything until after the situation was already done. And then said, well, the yelling came at your table. Well, why didn't you say that already? If you see two people going against one, why won't you, one of y'all speak up and about what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is right? Why won't y'all do that? You waited until the situation was done and after she had dealt with that to try to say something. She picked sides with Mo. No, she didn't. She did not pick sides with Mo. She once again pussy popped on the fence and said that both of them were wrong, and she wanted Candace to forgive Monique and so they could work it out. Karen was trying to get them to befriend each other that whole season. She already said she does not agree with Mia. The thing is, I'm not saying that she said that she agreed or did not agree with Mia. I'm saying that she did not hold Mia accountable for her actions. You can easily get off on trying to say you held people accountable when you say both of y'all were wrong. So suppose a bitch slaps you in the face, right? And then you slap her back and then the fight breaks up and both of y'all are my friends, I can say that both of y'all was wrong because both of y'all threw hands. Does that shit make sense? No, she was wrong for putting her hands on me and not defending myself. So how the fuck am I wrong? Do y'all not understand that? What are y'all not getting? See, y'all are not thinking critically about this shit. Of course it's easy to say both of y'all were wrong. Duh. You can easily say that. That absolves you of all of that. Because I could just say, oh, y'all both were wrong. I ain't got nothing to do with this. But I'm not going to hold you accountable because y'all both were wrong. I'm not going to say you were wrong because y'all both were wrong. How the fuck is Wendy wrong after talking shit, after she gets a drink thrown in her face? I don't get it. I don't get it. But y'all like Karen so much that y'all don't see that this woman is complicit with the bullshit that's going on. Y'all can't see that. And that's what I want you to do, Karen. If you want to call yourself the grand dom, that's fine. If you want to position yourself as the matriarch of the group because you're the oldest and all of that other shit, that's fine. But knowing that you need to fully rest within that title and in that role, and that calls for calling people out when they're fucking wrong, not popping on the fucking fence so you won't upset anybody because you truthfully don't want anything to do with it. If you're not ready to handle conflict coming your way, Karen, then don't be on the show. If you're not ready to stand up for what's right in the moment, then don't be on the show. If you're just going to sit silently by and watch somebody get mentally and verbally and physically abused on the show, then why the fuck are you there? And then don't get on your social media all of a sudden and then try to tell us that you're down with the cause, that you see that these people were wrong. Because you didn't say that when it happened. You didn't say it when it happened. So don't try to get ahead of the story or get ahead of what's going on. And let's be clear, we don't know why Mia and Karen fell out. I feel that Karen and Mia are gonna fall out because of Giselle and Robin, and also because Karen is gonna take in, her friend Jacqueline. That's why I feel her and Karen fell out. Because Mia does not want Karen to be neutral. Mia wants Karen to choose her side. Wendy don't care if Karen chooses her side or not. But I'm saying that's what Mia does not want her to be neutral. She wants her on her side. I just want to reiterate, Karen is not on Wendy's side. She's not. She's neutral. But Mia don't like that. She's like, be against her with the rest of us. Attack her with the rest of us. That's exactly why Sharice threw that out there and tried to claim that Wendy told her that Karen said that, oh, you're coming from a bad place. When Wendy never said that, it's because they tried to get Karen to turn against Wendy as well, because they understand that Karen, Candace, and Ashley are the only people that's in the way of Wendy being kicked off the show. If they were able to get Karen on their side, it will be good. It'll be a wrap for her. That's what they anticipated. Let me read some more of y'all comments real quick. Anthea C says, found your channel yesterday and I love it. You are so right about Potomac. Karen is always on the fence. It was weird of her saying that they were both wrong when Mia's the one who attacked Wendy. Exactly. And thank you so much for the super chat, sweetie. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. I thank all of y'all for tuning in. All of the new subscribers that I have. I really appreciate it. It's really lit over here. Every live is lit. I promise y'all. The energy will always be like this every single time. I'm gonna give it to you how you need it, how you like it. Okay. So welcome. This is Jeremy Speaks TV. So thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate the support I've gotten. Okay. Where's my Y'all listen. At the end of the day, when it comes to it, hold on, y'all. Y'all, my mouse is acting insane today. I really don't know what's going on. I might have to use my other mouse. I can't, it's not allowing me to do anything. I can't move around on the screen, and I already changed the battery, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay, maybe that would be better. I just put back in and took out the USB that's attached to the mouse. Biracial Bubblegum TV. Biracial Bubblegum TV, thank you for the super chat, but you're getting blocked. I have to block you, sis. I'm sorry. Because you've been on that bullshit for the last couple of days, and I feel like you're trolling me. But thank you for the super chat though. I'm not playing, y'all. She really did try it the other day. That was when I was talking to y'all about. But thank you for the super chat. It's very awkward that now you're commenting, agreeing with me. But you said I was completely ridiculous the other fucking day for bringing it up that there's colorism on the show, and that this show was intended for light skinned people. But thank you for the super chat. I'll take your money. Anyway. What you thought? You thought I got you? You thought I forgot? I told you to keep it cute. Talking about fucking selective outrage. What she's mad at is what the bubblegum lady is mad at is that Karen is not agreeing with Wendy. I mean with Mia. That's what she wants. She wants Mia to agree. She wants Mia and Karen to be on the same side. And she's saying she has selective outrage because Karen is not agreeing with Mia. That's what she's upset about. We're upset about the same thing, but on different sides. Okay. Why all y'all crying like this? Why y'all laughing like that? What is selective outrage? Selective outrage is when you get upset about one thing but don't get upset about the other. For example, suppose there's a black woman who's been dealing with domestic violence, and there's a white lady with domestic violence. But when the white lady gets domestic violence, everybody storms over her getting hit, by the man. they're gonna call for, domestic violence, class action suits and everything else like that. But when it comes to the black woman, they don't really care that much. It's selective outrage, you know. 279. I'm trying to tell you, it was like it was definitely a troll. She was trolling me. How the fuck do you even give 279? Can you even do that? Because last time I checked, I thought it gives you it like classifies the specific number that you can give people on here via, super chat. And like, let's be honest, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. That's rude. But I thought, because I definitely thought anytime I'm trying to give people any money on, on this platform, it has that little line with the dot on it, and it allows me to give people a certain amount. I can't. Her amount shows her resentful agreement with you. Exactly. I think she is out of the country. She is. That was Californian dollars. So like 75%, like you have to erase like 25% of that. So 25, so 75% of 279, 279 times, you know, 70 75 is gonna be 209. So she gave me $2.09. How the fuck do you even do that on here? Canadian dollars. Yeah, she was a Canadian. But anyway, y'all, like I was saying, and that's my point here. Silently bystanding. And I'm kind of interested to see how Candace is going to react to all of this stuff going on. I'm really interested to see how that's gonna happen. What is she gonna say? Is she gonna speak up for Wendy? Is she just gonna be quiet because she likes Robin too? So I'm really interested to see how she moves on about this, because she's saying a lot of stuff on social media right now, and she said something on a FaceTime, but is she holding these women accountable to their faces? I want to know that as well, Candace, because you ain't free. You ain't free. I hope that you stand up for Wendy like she stood up for you and you got assaulted and sided with you in solidarity when Monique assaulted you. I would hope so. Candace needs to beat Mia's ass, baby. Candace can't fight a giant. Baby, can't like Mia's hands alone are bigger than Candace. Candace don't want to smoke with that behemoth. Okay. I'm gonna need her to step to Mia and Robin. We'll see. We'll see if she does. I'm really interested to see if she does as well. I know she's gonna get into it with Mia later on in the season, but I don't know if it's about Wendy or not. And I'm really interested to see the exact type of friendship or relationship that Candace and Wendy have. Like, we really don't know the depth of their relationship. We don't really see them interact that much on the show, or at least they don't show that. We kind of saw them interacting a lot on the first season that Wendy came on, but after that, I haven't, they really didn't show them, really hanging out after that. But Candace at the burn session said that they've grown a really strong friendship, in that Wendy has let down her guard and opened up to her. So maybe they have a closer friendship than the audience is seeing, right? Bring the mama, the cancer, and the husband. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's very surface level according to the show, but they claim that they're really friends. Like, they like I don't like and it makes me feel that the producers don't want to see Candace and Wendy link up, because I feel like a lot of the scenes that we see are usually, I feel like, planned by production. So they've been telling, Wendy and Ashley to hang out, Candace and Ashley to hang out, and like Ashley has become like a catalyst in between the two. And it makes me wonder, is Ashley at some point going to be a divider between Wendy and Candace, like she was for Candace and Monique. I wonder if that's going to be the case. Maybe maybe that's what she's there for, to cause division between the two, to break them apart. And maybe they thought Candace would take the bait. Because let it be me, I would have been very pissed off with Wendy at the burn session when she didn't come out and check to see if I was okay. And she sat and then, was talking to Ashley after Ashley played in my face about my husband, after I stood up for you the season prior about you and your husband going through stuff. It's different times that I feel like they're not there for each other in the way that they probably should be. And I feel like that needs to stop this upcoming season. After y'all like that, y'all need to really lock in ranks, because they're trying to flick you hoes off like fleas. And if y'all not gonna lock in and be down for one another, y'all are both gonna fall apart, because Giselle and Robin are gonna be coming at you next, Candace. And then Karen is going to be quietly sitting there, while they do it. And you already know Ashley's going to be at your neck. And you already know Mia don't really like you like that. So who else do you have besides Wendy? And the same thing for you, Wendy. So why are y'all not joining in ranks? Why the fuck is Wendy hanging out with Ashley in the first place? Oh yeah, Brown Girl Squad. This is the Brown Girl Squad that I want. Fuck that shit with Zadia, Camille, and what's the other one name? What was the other one name? Zadia, Camille, and Mumin. Oh yeah, we don't want that one. We want the other one. We want this one, because they're definitely coming at y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all to understand where y'all are at. And if Karen was smart, she would join ranks with Wendy and Candace as well. Because truth be told, the rest of the girls don't like you like that. Ashley was on your ass. Giselle was on your ass. Robin is still on your ass. And Mia is fake as fuck, and she's not to be trusted. The only people that you really should be trusting right now in this moment is Candace and Wendy. Fucking Wendy took it upon herself to go talk to Charisse to make sure Charisse was coming from a good place, trying to befriend you. Wendy is definitely trying to extend an olive branch to Karen. I don't know if y'all can tell. Production doesn't want two duo friendships that are at odds with each other. Production protects Giselle because Wendy and Candace together would read the hell out of Giselle and Robin. I don't know. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. I really don't. Don't like if I start believing that, I will grow resentment towards the whole show, y'all. Like, also, y'all, if y'all have not saw Kia Simone's review for this, for this episode, for the past episode where Wendy was assaulted, y'all need to go check it out. Let me go drop let me drop the link in the comment. Sis got so emotional she cried. Like, she was so hurt by what she saw. She was irate. You could see the hurt and the pain in her face about what happened. And I commended her for getting through that review. So I'm gonna share her content for y'all. I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. Give me a second. Y'all already know. I love Kia Simone's channel. Boy, she used to make the melody. She be making these Melody fans pissed. The way she be eating Melody up, child. But I always have an open mind, so it really don't bother me when people have different thoughts or opinions from me. But I'm gonna put it in the chat. Not that she needs me to do that. Y'all probably already follow her anyway. She got way more subscribers than me, but I just want to do that because I like the video that she did. Okay, give me a second. So this is the video right here. It's in the comment section. So go check that out whenever y'all get ready. All right. So Too Feisty 2007 says, if a majority of us was saying Wendy deserved it because of Monique, her stance would mimic that. Exactly. Gizzard Neck has so much with production during BravoCon. Gizzard Neck was able to get production to pull out a joke Andy said about her outfit. I didn't say T.S. Simone. I said Kia Simone with a K. But yes, y'all. So I think that's all I really had to say about it. Karen, it's time to stand up. Time to stand up. If you don't stand up for everything, you're gonna fall for anything. If you don't stand up for something, you're gonna fall for anything. I just fixed the quote back. Sorry. I made it a little bit too extreme. Y'all, quick question. Did y'all like the video yet? Y'all do know when y'all like this video, it really does help me get into the algorithm, right? Y'all know that? Or do y'all just think I just be asking y'all to do this for the, for my own health? I don't be asking y'all to do this to like the video for fun. I really need y'all to like this video. Okay? I would greatly appreciate if you did that. Long neck and Juan's roommate need to deal with the consequence of long neck and Juan's roommate. That's what Benchworthy called her on this video. He was up there like he was like Giselle and Juan's roommate. I was like, this is so disrespectful, child. I cannot. Oh, child. That had me tripping when I read the title. Don't hold your breath waiting for Karen to do the right thing. I'm not. I'm just telling her that's what the fuck needs to happen. And nobody else is talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it. Y'all come around eventually. Y'all already know, for those who've been on the channel a long ass time, I'm always right when it comes to these reality shows and how I'm evaluating them and how I can see different situations. Y'all usually don't agree with me in the beginning, but then I'm right at the end of the season. And then y'all say to me, Jeremy, you was right. Thank you for sharing, gossip. I really appreciate it. She only befriended Wendy because she needed someone to film with. You was friendly towards her. No, I feel like she's befriended Wendy because of the colorist conversation that was happening at the last reunion. And the reunion prior to that. She's trying not to look colorist. Truth be told, I don't think Karen likes Wendy like that. And nor do I think they're hanging out like that off of the show. After the show wraps, I don't believe that. Karen don't want Wendy on the cast just as much as Giselle and Robin doesn't. Child. Remember when Juan said he only stayed because of the kids? Oh yeah, that's when he had that hot mic moment. And then, like Robin just said that he said it because he was just mad. He didn't mean that. Girl, your manly ass, he didn't mean it. Oh, hut hike hut, like hut hike ass bitch. Can't stand that hoe. Don't forget, Karen told Wendy she doesn't fit in season 5. I've been saying that. That's what I've been. We literally. I think you might have come a little bit later, but if you rewind back towards the beginning of the show, we talked about that. So make sure you watch the playback just simply, and make sure you like the video too. Can we replace Karen, Longneck, Ashley, and Robert? Well, I don't think Karen needs to be replaced, and I don't think that Giselle needs to be replaced. I think Robin and Mia need to go. I want to see Giselle on her own. Giselle feels indignant to do this bullshit that she does because she knows she always has somebody on her side to huddle up with her. She always has Robin. Robin is her safe space. If you get rid of Robin, what else Giselle is left with but herself? And we need to see what Giselle acts like when she's by herself. Karen also privately told Monique about this rumor everybody thinks Monique was bothered by, but she didn't call these women out on camera for going too far and being excessively messy. Of course she didn't. Of course she didn't. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm getting all of these comments before I head up out of here. Ashley mad Michael played her, so now she want to be messy. Child, ain't that the truth? Mad because he out here sucking prostitution dick, allegedly. You need to go on down there to the clinic. Because it's definitely giving scratch and sniff. All right. Yes, her review was so powerful. It really was. Like, Kia almost made me cry. You know what? You know who Kia reminds me a lot of as well? Misha, in my opinion. Her and Misha, like, I would love to see those two collab. I know it's not my place to recommend that to each other, to those two, but I'm just saying, like, they have very similar energy to me. Very mature, very comical, very just cool people. I don't know if they're aware of each other. I'm pretty sure they are. But let her ass fend for herself in these Potomac Street. Exactly. Like, I feel that Giselle without Robin would be a completely different bitch. She be feeling indignant to do that shit because she always has somebody on her side. And then she always know because she has her and Robin, Ashley's gonna be on her side. And that's all she needs. So she's always gonna feel that she has the right to do that. And they're not going to get rid of Robin because of that. They know that they need Robin there to solidify who Giselle is. Because if you get rid of Robin, what is Giselle left with? Michael is in love with Juan. He was so upset when Juan proposed to Robin. I'm trying to tell you, he wanted that dick himself. He was like, I thought that was my dick. I thought that was my Peter Weeder. I thought that was mine. But you want to know something? Like, and now that I'm saying that out loud, with the whole Robin and Giselle thing, maybe that's why Candace and Wendy don't really do the most, in standing up for one another, because they feel like each one of them can handle it individually. They can handle themselves. Maybe that's why. They don't want to come across as that they need each other to to read each other. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the reason. Ashley is Michael's third wife. Did she really think he was going to let her take half of his money? Child, Ashley is obviously not that smart, which is why Candace and Wendy be putting them hoes in their place so much, because they're not smart. Maybe Giselle is mad that all of her other have a real relationship. All of the others have a real relationship. Okay, I see. Yeah, I definitely think that that's a part of it as well. Juan was way too friendly with Michael after knowing he wanted to, suck Juan's dick. Yeah. I thought that was very odd too. I'm gonna feel like y'all being real cool with a man who literally said they'll suck your man's dick. I don't know what woman is okay with that. Like, if I told a woman I'll suck her man's dick, I don't think that she would be cool with me that much after that. I don't think that she would be looking at me like I'm a cool guy. Ashley spent all of this time pretending she loves threesomes, beer, wild adventures, then pops out 2 kids, and none of it was true. Possibly, but maybe it's possible that at the time she probably did like that. It was probably the only way she was able to have sex with Michael without throwing up, is to have a third party involved. So she didn't have to do anything to him. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine having to put your mouth on Michael? Almost threw up in my mouth. Ooh, child. That was gross. Ooh, I don't know why I did that to myself. Ooh, child. One may be bi. You know what? I want to say something, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I want to say something, but I'm gonna hold off on it because I want to connect. I want to connect what happened at his job and why he was so cool and down with the student allegedly being harassed by the coach, and he allegedly didn't do anything and just told him to chill out. Maybe he was fine with it. Maybe he had some parts of this allegedly. We don't know. Maybe he was watching some of these videos. I don't know what coach would not say anything after, would tell somebody to just ignore it after they've been forced to do a sex scene and record themselves having sex with a man and they're not even gay. Like, he just said, just chill. He cool. So maybe he was down with it, allegedly. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was getting some of the videos. I don't know. Maybe, allegedly it could be. I don't know. It could. Maybe we need to see a little bit more information, Because I know if a student came to me and said they were getting sexually harassed by somebody, I would step up for them. And the nigga is the assistant coach anyway. Why the fuck aren't you going to stand up for him? Like, it's not like you can't coach these people by yourself. And the assistant coach had just graduated from the college prior. It's not like he was an NBA player turned coach like Juan is. But yeah, y'all. Juan's karma is Robin, and the fact that they will always be in a perpetually, miserable relationship. That's the karma. That's the karma right there. Okay? That is the karma. Like Juan, like this man literally had told Juan allegedly that he was forced to, to do things with men on camera and stuff like that. And Juan just said, it's okay, just ignore it. Why would you say that unless you had something to do with it? Allegedly. And he right. Apparently Juan had hired him and he had already had a history of sexually assaulting people allegedly. Juan's reaction to Michael's comments made me think he was just a secured, evolved man who wasn't offended. But now I don't know. I don't know. I would never be okay with no wrinkle dinkle ass old ass white man telling me he want to suck my dick. And y'all already know I fuck with niggas. So anyway, that would make me disgusted. Like, get your ass away from me. Don't even. Why you feel so comfortable to say that? Don't be sexualizing me. I ain't your fucking fetish, bitch. But he was like, oh, but when he said, I'll suck your dick, Juan, I want to suck Juan's dick. Juan is up there talking about taking, Las Vegas trips with him, going on vacation with him. Child. And apparently they're having private phone conversations that Ashley and Robin are not even privy to, because apparently Michael knows inside, like some inside scoop, and knows that Juan was never going to marry Robin. He was very, very certain about that. How the fuck you know who this is? So a man whose dick you said you suck and who said they'll go out of town with you, you also know that he's not going to marry his fiance. How do you know this stuff? How do you know this stuff, Michael? Unless this is stuff that Juan is telling you himself. But we haven't connected that yet. People ain't came up to speed. Y'all already know I already be ahead of everybody else. My mind already be thinking. But anyway, a trip by themselves, right? The fuck y'all gonna do by yourselves? Child, like fucking Michael must feel like throwing a hot dog through a school hallway, child. You already know Michael been worn out and worn down. He been getting them walls beat up for for the last 35, 45 years. That old bitch. And keep your ass away from Candace's motherfucking tour dates, Michael. I'm mad that he got the same name of my damn dog. Juan should have gone to the AD of the school. He should have, but he didn't. And they could have handled this very quietly. None of this would be getting out. He didn't handle it. He literally told a child who, the man wasn't a child. He's obviously grown, but I'm saying he's told a college student that even though they were forced to do sexual things with a man, that they not and they not even gay and on camera and get sexually assaulted, that it's okay, just ignore it. What? Child. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to hop up off of here. I want to thank y'all so much for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Put people on to this fire content. I love every single person. I hope y'all had a beautiful Thanksgiving. And if nobody else ever told y'all, I love y'all, and y'all get a big hug from me. Hope y'all felt that. All right. So I gotta go. I need to chill because I gotta go to the gym later, and I just ate some food, so I need to lie down and let that thing digest, so I can go run these miles in the gym and do these workouts. Okay, much love to everybody. Hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day, and I definitely plan on doing the same. Okay, bye.